And we're back. I like to welcome you guys back to the Stat Junkies podcast. And as you see here, we got a special guest here with us. Got our first fan interaction here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself actually.
Yo, what's up? You already know what it is. It's Mr. HLS, you know what I'm saying? Big Herb, you know what I'm saying? Happy to see my homie be on, homie. You finally got a real one on here, homie.
You got jokes.
Yeah, I'm joking. No,
but once again, it's the Stat Guru. You know, we got a lot of stuff to go into. We brought the NFL back. Got a little W to talk about. Gonna talk some MLB. But I think first and foremost, we gotta start with the playoffs for the NBA.
Yeah.
And I wanna, before we start that, we had a hot topic going on the last pod. And I want to get your take on it. How do you feel about Jordan and LeBron debate? How do you feel on that debate?
It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school. It's Jordan. That's no doubt. But that's not taking flowers away from LeBron. LeBron's the best player I've ever seen, but Jordan is the greatest. And that's just how it is. And if you don't see it that way, I don't understand how you don't. LeBron is the best player all around I've ever seen. Michael Jordan is the greatest, though. Everybody can win.
I understand what you're getting at, and I can agree. For me, and I don't want to go on about it forever because, you know, I gave my good take on it last time. I have it for Jordan most dominant. Everybody was scared of him. Nobody could stop him. Once he got it going, he was unstoppable. LeBron, most skilled player ever. Because he can do it all. There's nothing he can't do.
But my thing is, though, is that what a lot of old school dudes don't actually just go ahead and say. Everybody, nobody fears LeBron. Yes, you do. Are you out your mind? Yes, you do.
So you don't agree with all the players nowadays saying?
No, bro. It's because everybody got social media and they want to take a hot take, bro. Come on, man. We have to be real here. To sit up here and say that when Cleveland, Miami, Cleveland again, LA comes in and you telling me that you don't worry about LeBron? No, absolutely not. Because you don't know what he's going to give you. He might give you the assist. He might go on the scoring spree. Now he's shooting three. Come on, man. I don't like that part of it. I really don't. I don't like that part of any judgment about who's the GOAT and then anything else. They go off of what other people say. No, go about how you feel. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like I said, LeBron is the best all-around player at 6'8". That was a thing when I grew up. A big point guard was it because Magic Johnson set the tone. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going with Jordan, bro. That's it.
And I think that's point blank period. I think you hit it on the head, but now we got to go into how do you feel about this Knicks Indiana series? Because I know a lot of people were probably thinking the Knicks were going to go ahead and handle Indiana because they didn't really know what Indiana was about if you didn't watch Indiana.
My thing with that is that one of your number one players is one of the smallest dudes on the floor. Cat, okay, but man, I expect more out of him. I expect more out of him. You have to. You were mad when you got traded, and now you're not living up to what you got for him.
So
that's to me.
You're not happy with the 21.4 points a game right now in the playoffs and 11 rebounds? Because
look at your point guard. He's one of the smallest dudes on the floor. Why is he getting all the attention? You should be killing.
I completely agree because I don't think Cat is fully playing up to his standards. I think he could personally do better than what's happening right now. And he should at least be given 28, 27 points a game right now.
And I'm not talking about like doing a lot more. It's just times, bro, where like you can tell that he checks out and he just hands on knees waiting for the ball. Like, bro, if you have a name, like play like that. It's hard being that good of a big man with touch around the basket, with a jumper, with all that other stuff, who's not aggressively trying to get that ball.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Now, overall, I think the Knicks, their supporting cast, they need to do better. As in Malik, OG, Josh. Y'all need to step it up because the role players for Indy are definitely outplaying
Yeah, way.
the role players for New York.
It's
And
not close.
And
It's
when you
not
look at
close
the
at all.
names, it really shouldn't be, because
And
those are names right there. Those are players that Malik can go ahead and go crazy for 25 points a game when he can, but why isn't it happening now? And I think the biggest reason why Indiana is gonna make it to the finals is because of Tyrese Halliburton.
bro, let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. This dude on I Told You So energy.
Well,
He's on I Told You So energy because
yes, let's give
because
round of applause with him.
he is playing like he's supposed to. Like, people had their comments and called him streaky and all the other stuff that happened on the court. Well, that was his dad, right? And Giannis.
Yeah.
And shout out to the dads, because the dads told him, okay, just watch. Yeah, bro, he's been playing that ball, bro. And that's why, like, and everybody is going, you ain't even went to the West yet, so I'll wait to get my comment on that. But it's just,
Oh, keep going.
I don't count that man out, bruh. And what I love about this season and the last couple seasons is that there's no dynasty team. Everybody got a chance. If you grew up playing ball like I did, bro, that's walking on the court saying I got next. You got a chance. You got a chance to stay on the court.
But you ain't wrong, and I just love the fact that Indiana is giving me old Spurs vibe. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. The way they move the ball around, and at any point in time, Halliburton could go off, Siakam could go off, and then now you see Neesmith in this series. He's averaging 13.8. Miles Turner is averaging 13.4. Like, your role players are playing, they're hitting their shots. You almost have...
Yeah, people slept on Siakam too, though, bro. He's another one, bro.
Well, once he left, what was it, Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto.
He fell into Indiana, who, as I like to say, they're a smaller market now. You know, they don't really get put live as much. They're a little bit of the forgotten teams, as in how the Spurs, they were never showed local, but they were always doing good. But the games were never shown.
No, they wasn't.
And I think that's the difference right there, is the fact that they're just a smaller market, so they didn't really get shown if you weren't fully following the NBA that much.
You had to be an Indiana fan.
You ain't wrong, or you just had to be a podcaster. Because, you know, as I love to say, I got all the stats. They call me the stat guru for a reason. Now that he's here, he can go ahead and verify. We got stats on stats crazy for you guys. But I think that's the biggest thing with Indiana. The way they move the ball, their team play, and they can step up and play defense. And they're just... That told you so energy. I got to go back to it because Halliburton's like, y'all said I'm overrated. Watch this. Average, just had a triple-double.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nobody's ever done it. No one's ever done it. He had, what was it, 37, 15, and 10 with 0 turnovers? No turnovers, right?
Yep.
And that was light work because he made it look easy.
I think right now, he's my MVP of the playoffs with the way that he is performing and dominating.
Yes.
Hands down. Now, do you think the game is probably happening right now because it started at 8?
Okay.
Do you think Indiana can close it out in Game 6, or do you think the Knicks can somehow pull it off and take it to Game 7?
No, it's over tonight.
It's over tonight?
I'm calling it. And yeah. Hot take or however I'll say it. I'm calling it. It's.
I can agree with you. I'm not against it. You're definitely right. I think it's over tonight. I got faith in Indiana. They're gonna come in, close it out, because I want to say they might be on home court tonight. I hope they are, because it'd be great. I think they are.
They are on home court. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they close it out in Indy, and it's over. And now they're gonna go ahead and face probably the scariest team to face right now.
But like I said, that's another thing that I sit up here and I'm trying to let everybody know. Don't get it twisted though, bro. OKC is scary.
Scary.
But the thing is, nobody wants to say it. They're pretty evenly matched, bro. If you look at how the game is played and how they play it, bro. They got someone that can go off. They got their backup, bro. It's crazy.
Corey just tapped in. What's good with it, Corey?
What up, though, Corey? How you feeling, bro?
But see, so you're gonna go and say that it might not be so overmatched as everybody's thinking it's gonna be.
No, the basketball fan of me knows that it's not. I'm not gonna get a definitive winner. Like, it's not gonna be like ugly, but don't think somebody's about to go 4-1.
So you don't think it's gonna be a repeat of what happened to the Wolves? Which we're gonna get into the Wolves into a second, because we gotta dissect them, because I think there's a lot of questions after what just happened. There's a lot of questions they need to answer for next year. But we'll go on to the last game. Shea went off for 34. Chet had 22. Jay Williams had 19. Lou Dort had 12. So to me, it just seems like everybody could score where they wanted to.
Yeah, but
Here you go. Your girl's silly.
Chill out. Chill out, man. Chill out. I love you, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and say, we talking about the Timberwolves, right?
We're talking about OKC right now, about how they look like they could score at will.
I mean,
and anybody can give it to you.
They're a tall team, bro.
See, we have talked about it on that pod. I think they're
a tall team, and they're
6'6".
and they're skilled.
All of them can play defense,
and they're a tall team, and they're all skilled, bro.
You're not wrong. And OKC, they're just so scary because Shea is so young and explosive and unpredictable. It is hard to contain that man.
And he knows it.
You ain't wrong.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
That's what I be talking about. Players play like you know it. Play like you know it. Like bro, like you. If I go and play a game, I drop 40 on somebody. Guess what? I'm dropping 40 forever.
You ain't stopping me, and that's what I need to see more
real.
from Chet. That's my biggest thing. Chet, you can go out, you can dominate a game. We've seen you go out and give 30-point performances. I'm not happy with your 22 points.
No.
I need you to give me 25 a game right now for the rest of the finals.
But
at least.
He's going to have to gain 10 pounds, bro.
So you think he's going to have to bulk up? Because I've always said that.
You have to be honest. Even some of the more slender, big big power forwards and big centers, they still stronger than him, bro. He dunks on people, but everybody makes it seem like it's something crazy. He dunks on people where he don't really have to jump. That's number one. And number two, he dunks on the side. He dunk on people, bro.
You right. But now we got to get into the Timberwolves because I got a lot of questions about them. I got a lot of things to actually say about the Timberwolves. First off, I want to start with Anthony Edwards. You had all this talk, all this geared up, all this set up to be the next American face of the league. You feel me? Because Shea's the international with Jokic and everybody.
Yep.
Morant was gearing up to be the new face of the American, but then he,
Yep.
young, as we say, YN energy.
Yep. Yeah.
So the road was paid for Ant to take off. His last became, took out the Lakers, was on his spree of being the legend killer, Randy Orton type style, whatever you want to give it. Where were you? Because we're looking at the stats right now. You gave me 23 points a game. I don't care how good the defense is. If you're supposed to be that guy, you need to be that guy in the conference finals. With all that talk and all that energy, you talk about being the best, being better than this person. Where were you at this conference finals?
And that's facts. You hit it right on the head. That's facts. But at the same time, he fell down into the YN situation. He let his personal life get brought up where it's on Twitter and all this other stuff. And I don't care about the man's choice. I'm not saying that. It's the fact you let it get out there. Like Morant sitting up here running around with guns. Cool. And
but he owned it. You feel me?
He owned it. He owned it. But this dude got a woman pregnant and paid her off and said, I don't want to see the kid. And I'm not saying right or wrong. I don't care about that. But it was the fact that it came up.
Yep.
It came up. You let it out there, and you're cool, man. Like, people need to learn how to start being quiet. But other than that, like, his play, I think he got scared, bro.
You think he got too scared of the moment, or the fact of that the OKC defense was just too much?
I think it was the position he was put in, bro.
Okay, because he really had to be.
He had to be it.
The whole team.
He's young.
Because we can look at the stat. No one else. Julius Randle was given 25 points a game.
Right.
This whole playoffs until you got to the conference finals. Now you're giving me 17.4.
Ooh.
Where Dante DiVincenzo is supposed to be a big pickup for this team, right?
Nothing.
10 points a game.
Yeah, that's.
You got Alexander Walker is supposed to be a big deal for them. McDaniels, you're giving me 12 and 13.
Like I said, it got thrown at his shoulders. He felt it though. So I'm gonna say he got scared, or it was just the situation.
1 second, we about to call in one viewer real quick.
What's up?
What up, bro? I'd like to welcome you to the Stat Junkies podcast. And for y'all listening, Big Mike is now on the pod. Big Mike is back.
What up? What up?
What up, though?
So
It's a lucky weekend. Caught me with no tournaments. What's going on?
So right now, to fill you in, we going on about the Wolves, and we're going on about.
Watching.
All right. So how do
watching, y'all.
how do you feel right now? What are your hot takes for the Wolves right now? Because I have a lot of things.
I mean, I agree. I think his personal life did play a part. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the whole reason, but that definitely played a part. I mean, having that come out can really mess with your psyche. But I think it was just a more veteran, and I won't say too much veteran because, the Thunder are full of young guys too. But they've been in a situation similar to this last year when they were going against the Nuggets.
You right.
They took the Nuggets to 7 games. So, I mean, they're a little bit more battle-tested than what the Wolves are.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it came down to Shai is that guy. Like, there's no question.
Oh yeah,
he's
going crazy right now.
Yeah,
and
Shai is that guy.
I'm not taking nothing away from what he's going crazy right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's that guy. And at the beginning of the season, well, towards the middle of the season, I won't say the beginning. Towards the middle of the season, I thought it was going to be the Thunder and Cavs. Now the Cavs let me down, but the Thunder, they're everything we thought.
That's kind of a sore subject. I'm from EC. I'm from East Cleveland, man. So yeah,
don't worry. I let him have it the moment they got knocked out.
My feelings got hurt. Yep. My feelings really got hurt on that one, bro. Yeah.
Yep. Cavs hurt me, but that's all right. Tyrese is doing his thing, so. But yeah, no, I think it was just, I won't say the moment's too big because Anthony Edwards has showed up in every moment.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think that team was just too strong. Like, that was just clearly the better team.
I can agree with that, too.
All right, now my next question for you guys go on. How do you guys feel about Julius Randle before the Western Conference Finals, and then this Julius Randle we got versus the Thunder? Because those are two completely different persons. That's back to giving me the Lakers type New York vibes. Trash Randle. I'll let Mike go first. Herb, you go ahead and give your opinion second.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm getting pizza real quick, so go ahead and give your opinion.
You said Julius Randle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about his bum performance? 17 points a game. That's all he can give me.
I mean, it's like you're gonna get judged on your best moment. So, yeah, he was that, but man, like I never really looked at him as somebody that like I could really count on. So, it's not saying that he ain't having in him, but I wouldn't expect him to maintain that. It's not nothing about him. It's just the way he plays. Like I know his game, so I'm just this is playoff stuff. Everything is different.
See, for me, he just never. He wants to be this big, this big focal point guy. This I'm good. I'm good.
But for what though?
Where are you at? This was your moment. This is where you needed to be Robin to Anthony Edwards Batman.
But like
point blank period.
Like I said, I never expected that.
Hey.
You gotta understand, he's sometime he is, I don't know what, but everybody leans on when you do great. I never expected nothing from him like that, bro. I expected him to get points and be a focal point on the floor for a second, but everybody's worried about Ant. Wasn't nobody worried about him, bro.
I agree with that. Honestly, I'm gonna tap in and say I agree. I thought Julius Randle's best years were in New York, and even there, he was the number 3 guy.
Seriously, like
so I think, So I agree. I never thought Julius Randle was the number 2. That's why I thought the Cat trade was so dumb when they did it, because look at what Cat's doing in New York right now.
Exactly.
Like they're still in the series because of Cat. Like Jalen Brunson's balling too. Don't get me wrong.
I see.
But if Cat doesn't have,
you're right.
That
Cat is
ridiculous
a
game 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go crazy.
Ridiculous game 5. The Pacers already moved on.
Yeah, and I didn't give him a lot of credit. I really did hate on him on this pod.
I hated on him a bit because he needs to do that. That was a trade that everybody was just like, whoa.
That's the Cat I need. But that's the Cat I need every night.
I need him to be tough all the time, bro.
I need that Cat every night. Not your picking and choosing. I'm gonna be soft one second, then I'm gonna be the guy the next. I need you
not crying on fouls. Let's get it together, man. He's a meme all week. Every time he does something, man.
Listen, if you're gonna be zesty, but at least come on the court and play. I don't care about any of that.
I'm not even
just come on the court and play.
Hey, but you ain't, bro. Do
I'm
whatever.
Not talking about that.
Do whatever you want to do, and
I don't give 2 shits.
Act however you want. I don't even care how you act. Just at the end of the day, come
out
and be that guy. Come out and be the person you're supposed to be at the end of the day. Because what you're doing right now, that is not it, my guy. Your performance right now, except for that game 5, like because I didn't give him credit for that.
Look, it's like how when they go to a commercial and you see that 2 teams are about to play. If your name comes before the team's name, you have to step up. If it says Cat and the New York Knicks, nigga, you are. I'm sorry, my bad. You are the focal point. Play like that.
Yeah, that
you have to, because if they just said the Knicks, and so no, it says Cat and the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson, like Cat and the Knicks. They don't just go Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. Now sometimes they do, I will say, but they always throw a picture up of Cat and Jalen Brunson. Man. So you gotta be the
play
number
that
2.
way.
Like, at this point, you can't be the Robin. You gotta
bro.
You gotta go split off and go do your Nightwing type stuff or whatever. You gotta go be your own number 1.
He can be Robin
on the same team, but I need you to perform like you're Batman, but be supporting cast like Robin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he can do that.
That's what I'm saying.
He can do that.
Yeah, I agree. Like game 5 Cat is what we need for the rest of this playoffs. If the Knicks have a chance at even competing with the Thunder, because right now if Cat plays so like he does now and then,
that's
easy Thunder championship this year.
I think that's why I like I said, I don't see it going past tonight, bro. I don't, bro. I don't see it going
I think
past
Jalen
tonight,
Brunson is going to step up, and I think he's going to will them to a game 7. but I think Jalen Brunson's going to run out of gas in Game 7.
I don't think they're gonna make it to Game 7. I got a feeling, bro. I don't know. That's not me hating it because my team's not in there. I don't care who win. I'm enjoying watching it right now, but it's just it's the swagger, it's the attitude, bro. It's a little bit different. And you said this in Indiana.
I think so. Mike, is this one in Indiana?
Yeah, this should be Indiana because New York has
It has
home court.
home court, so the
That's
last
what I
game would be
thought.
okay. So yeah, we'll see. My guess is I do not see them going to a Game 7. I just don't. But
Listen, the only reason I think that they're going to make it to Game 7 is because Jalen Brunson has continued to will teams to do things that they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, see, you're not
And I
wrong.
think he's got.
Nah, he ain't
I
wrong
think
about
he's
that.
going to do it one more time. Like I said, I think Game 7 he's going to run out of gas, much like Donovan Mitchell did in the Cavs series. But I think that he's going to will them to a Game 7 one last time, and then the Pacers will win it in 7. But I think he's going to do it. He's going to get them there at least.
I mean,
look at he got the contract he got because of what he did with the Mavericks.
Hey,
like,
Jay,
Luka
yeah.
Doncic went down,
yeah.
and he carried them all the way to the finals. Didn't win it, but he carried them there.
But he did do his thing, and Jalen Brunson's going to be Jalen Brunson. And that's where right now, if you're Indiana, you need Halliburton to go ahead and give a triple-double type night. You might not have to get it, but you're going to have to give that energy. You need to come out shooting like you've been.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Come out
Look,
shooting the way you've been shooting.
hey, he's smelling himself just
because the
I'm
past
trying
two
to tell you.
games, he's been shooting the ball 20 times a game. When have we seen Halliburton attack for a shot the way he's been attacking for a shot? You have to keep that energy.
He's starting to believe his own.
And that's scary.
He's starting to believe the stuff that because in order to be on that level, you have to he's starting to believe what he's been telling, like, oh, I got you. This is easy. This is light work, bro. Because it doesn't look hard. That historic game did not look hard.
Well, it
didn't look like he was really sweating.
It did not look hard at all.
Does it ever really look like Halliburton's
No, it
out
don't.
there really
It don't.
sweating it? Because I swear, if you ever look at this man, he always got a smile or joking around, or he just looks calm at all times. Like, you don't ever see that man
But
like
you need
sweating
that.
and pressured.
But look, you need to be able to do that
As the point guard, that's what's needed.
Not only as the point guard, when you shitting on these dudes like this, you have to have that, bro. Like, I don't think y'all understand when I said that stat line, bro. 0 turnovers and 15 assists.
It's great.
Dude, like, people, that's nothing. Do you understand how the league is played now? That is crazy. I don't care about the 30. I don't care about the 10 rebound. 15 assists.
No turnovers.
No turnover. That's John Stockton. That's Steve Nash, bro. Like, okay, that's just me. That's just me, bro.
He's becoming a point guard at this point. With the way he's sharing the ball and the way he's able to control a game and not turn it over, he's working his way into being one of them all-time great point guards. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. He keep this up.
If he just go ahead and keep it up, whatever he's doing, I'm talking about training, shots up during practice, whatever you doing, keep doing that, bro.
How do you feel about that, Mike? Do you agree with that take?
I agree. I was gonna say if he somehow figures out a way to beat the Thunder, he's going down as the greatest pacer ever. Because he delivered their first championship.
For sure.
So I think he is. I think you can already say he's one of the all-time greats because he's got him. Look at what he did last year in the playoffs to get them to almost to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, he didn't get there, but he almost made it. And now he's here and he's absolutely hooping, like you guys have been saying. So I think he's already one of the greatest pacers, but he'll go down as the greatest pacer if he gets them a championship.
Most definitely, because Reggie Miller be at every game.
Hey, Reggie Miller be the first one to hype him up, though, and that's what you need from your old veteran stars.
As of right now, at this moment, Reggie is the best pacer ever. But if he wins a championship, it's gonna go to Tyrese, and Reggie would have no problem with that.
Reggie
Oh,
be the
yeah,
first.
no.
What do you mean?
100%.
Reggie be the first one endorsing that? Like, yep,
Oh,
greatest
yeah.
pacer
Yeah.
ever. Give him
Oh,
the keys
yeah.
to the city, keys to the
Yeah.
land,
Oh, yeah.
keys to the
They got it.
mansion.
Yeah, he wouldn't
Yep.
care about that.
But now,
Yeah, he would give it to him.
but now we do got to move into one of my favorite topics to talk about every podcast, the W. As what I just recently learned,
WNBA.
that's what they be calling it now. I never really picked up on it, but I watched a couple games and watched them announce it, and not a single player that plays in the WNBA refers to it as anything but the W. It's just the W. They're trying to
That's
label
nice.
it their
They got,
thing.
they got their own thing.
hey, I fuck with it.
I'm with it. I'm with
I mean,
it.
it's very similar. It's just like if you talk to any players that go to that are in the NBA, they call it the league. They don't call it
Yeah,
the NBA.
yeah,
They say
they
it's the
do.
league.
Hey, but I mess with it. You got to give it its own thing if
I
you're
give it
trying
the
to
W, though.
if you're
It's the-
trying
it's
to
the
blow it
women.
up and make it. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it's the women. Yeah, it's the W.
But I want to go ahead and talk about one player first because I don't think we give her enough shine. But we got to talk about Kelsey Plum. Because what
Thank
she's doing in LA
God,
right
bro.
now,
Bro,
averaging
thank
25.2,
God,
the
bro.
second leading scorer in the league behind, of course.
Come on,
How do you
bruh.
say it, Michael? Because you always correct me. Nafisa?
Nafisa Collier.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Nafisa Collier.
Hey,
My bad, Collier.
How do you guys...
Nafisa.
I'll let Herb go first, then Mike. How we feel about Kelsey Plum right now?
I'm trying to tell you, man. Before when we were setting up and getting topics together, I told you, I was like, that's something that needs to come up. Like, she is considered a vet on a very young team, even though she ain't old.
She's only 9 years in, I think.
And the thing is, bro, like, what I watch with the WNBA is footwork. That's what I watch because
They're
it's
very mechanical
It's
with
lost
their,
in college, bro.
with their footwork.
her
And
footwork is crazy, bro, and it's so slight. She gets a little bit of space. Her midi game is crazy,
And she can
carries
shoot
the
the
team,
three.
and she talks to the team, bro. She's taking that veteran role, bro, and she's been good, bro. She's been solid.
as you see, she's a top 3-point leader right now at 3.8
Bro.
3-pointers made a game.
And it's light, and like I said, she's been good. She's a champion, and you think they would have kept her, and they traded her, and guess what? She's shown like, y'all fault, bro.
And a lot of people forget. I think it was 2017 she was maybe drafted or something
Yeah.
like that from Washington. So,
Yeah. Yep.
how do you feel about Kelsey Plum, Mike?
Oh, I've been a huge Kelsey Plum fan since she was in Washington. I think that Caitlin Clark is credited with taking the game to another level. But you always got to have a foundation before you build a house. And I think Kelsey Plum was the foundation. She kind of started the revolution to go into what we have now. But Caitlin Clark took it to another level, but Kelsey started it. Her game is very similar.
I can agree with that.
Her game is very similar to Caitlyn. She'll pull up on you. She has no problem doing that. She ain't got no problem talking trash neither. Like, she'll say whatever she needs to say. She ain't got no issues with it. But I mean, she's averaging 24 points a game, 5.1 assists. She's doing good things for the point guard.
That's nice.
I mean, she's shooting at a 40% clip right now at the 3-point line. That's insane.
That's
A
crazy.
40% clip.
Hey, bro, she always been a shooter, but she don't.
I was getting ready to say
She
she's
don't
a
get-
39.
though, bro. It's
She's
crazy.
a 39%.
Yeah.
She's a 39% average for her career. So I mean, she's always been like that from the three. She's their leading all-time scorer in Washington for a reason. Like, she's always been a scorer
Say
type.
you
She's
crazy.
always been like that.
I already said,
Sorry.
man, chill out, bro.
But go on, Mike.
Chill out,
we had
bro.
a wild comment, but go on.
But no, that's all. I'm a huge Kelsey Plum fan.
Bro, you see, and I think because I can't. What team did she just come from? What team was she a champion with?
Vegas, wasn't it?
So the Aces.
The
She was
Aces.
with Asia and the Aces.
Okay, and I think that she got not forgotten about because she was definitely a key part of the Aces. But then you add Asia Wilson in there, which we got to talk about because I just saw a thing since she entered the league, she has the most rebounds, most points, most MVPs since she's entered the league.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
she
is-
been there.
which-
She been there, bro.
Caitlin, like as you once said, Caitlin Clark might have took the league to another level because she put everybody in a chokehold with the 2 years that she's had and the year that she's having right now before she got hurt.
So people forgot about Dre.
So people forgot about
people forgot about
Asia. She to me she started it. I really started watching the W when Asia came to the Aces because she was averaging 25 points, 10 rebounds, back-to-back champion, back-to-back finals MVP.
I don't know. I started watching it. What's the one that cut her what's her name?
The
one that chopped him off.
The what?
She's like a center.
Wait, what happened?
The one that got trapped in Russia.
Brittany.
Oh, Brittany Griner. That's Griner.
I started paying attention when she was dunking on people with armpit hair. And that's when I started paying attention.
Hey, y'all, which they're not
crazy,
letting her
bro.
play right now. I think she's only averaging 5 minutes a game, but she was the 3rd pick of this year's draft. Her name is like Dominique or something like that. They call her the French Wembanyama. Women version.
Yeah.
The women version of Wembanyama. There we go. And I'm telling you, I watched her do a drop step into a clean dunk. I'm talking her wrist was above the rim. I can't wait to see her get to go on one of them little centers and man, they need to let her.
I'm not used to that, bro. That was crazy though. That run where she was doing that, bro.
I'm telling you, the way she dunks put Brittany Griner's dunks to shame.
Okay.
Well, I kid you not. When you leave
she
here,
ain't windmilling or nothing.
But when you leave here, go look her up.
Okay.
She was the 3rd pick, and she's from France. I'm telling you right now, she's like 6'8" to start off, so she's tall. And she got the midi, she got the long range, she can dribble, and she can throw down with ease.
Okay.
When she get to playing, she gonna be the truth. But back to Asia Wilson, she's another dog that we always got to talk about when we bring up the W because she started it for me before there was Caitlin Clark. Asia was another one of those foundations.
Yeah, she was,
with Kelsey to all right. Hold up, they got something going here. Hold up, there might actually be some players here.
Yeah.
Well, you had the first wave. It was Sabrina, Asia, Kelsey Plum. Like those were the first wave of players that people were like excited to watch.
You're not
in the
wrong.
W.
Then you had your Stewie's come in next. Your I can't think of names. Nafisa's. Your everybody else started coming in, but that first wave was crazy and nobody really talks about them, and that's why I'm trying to give these older vets more shine right now. Because we've been real hip to these younger players. You know, we're still going to talk about Caitlin and Paige and Kiki. And we got another person to add in this pod. But we got to give shouts out
if we're going to talk about the veterans, she just retired, but we got to mention Elena Deladane.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
She just retired because she had kids, but Elena Deladane was that girl.
Yeah, she used to get busy.
Yeah.
She was playing for the Mystics, the Washington Mystics.
But yeah, she was the truth. She was the truth. And also, I just saw another thing where Candace Parker is having something else retired or something's going on with Candace Parker that is big news right now.
What else can she do?
Well, I mean, because everybody gives credit to the Caitlins and Asias, but way before them.
Yeah, Candace Parker
Parker, Maya Moore.
Oh, Maya Moore.
The Van Sloots. Like, bro, you have players.
Yeah.
Because me and Michael were talking about it a couple days, I think a week or two ago. Like, bro, you remember the old players back in the day when Candace Parker was with Tennessee and stuff, Pat Summitt.
Okay, look, everybody, I'm going to give it my age. Bro, I remember Cheryl Swoops. Do you understand? I seen the first woman dunk in an NBA game live, bro. I watched it on TV.
Lisa Leslie.
When Lisa Leslie dunked for the first time for LA, I watched that damn game, bro.
I want to give the shouts out right now to the people that really did all the dirty work at the beginning because they were scrapping for their
What's the coach that was a beast when she played
There's been a couple of them.
No,
I mean, Don Staley was literally playing
that's her.
in the
That's
league
her.
and coaching
Don
at the
Staley.
same
Yeah, that's
time.
it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bro. She was like they had some play. Like I know '90s ball is different. I'm not comparing it to anything, but
There was a lot of 90s and early 2000 WNBA players that we could make a whole list right now that could give the works. If they were in the league right now,
when
Candace
Cleveland
Parker would have a stranglehold. I mean, she did. She went back to Chicago and won a championship and retired.
there was a time where Cleveland had a team, bro, and
They did.
They're they're getting another team here soon. They're trying to.
they need to, bro. I remember that's when it was going crazy.
They're trying to get.
Well, they're going to bring them back. It's the same team, but they're bringing them back. The Rockers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's like
the
3
Cleveland
more
Rockers.
teams
Yeah,
coming
okay.
in the next like 3 years to the WNBA. You got like
Let's
I think
do it.
Golden State just
Let's
came
do
in.
it. Hey.
You got a team in Portland, I think, or something like that. And Cleveland trying, bro. There's a bunch of bids in right
Man,
now. They're
we
trying
gotta-
to grow the
we
WNBA
gotta
to
get
like a
something
20
back in
team league
Cleveland,
because right
man.
now it's only 12, which is crazy. Now hold up, hot take right here. I saw a thing where the one WNBA player, she said, before we grow the league, we need to expand the rosters past 12 players. Why?
No, that's crazy.
Why? Why do you need more than 12 players? 5, and 2 sit.
No, that's crazy.
You're wild. So you're gonna take away from putting another team in the league, and you want to expand the roster size instead of giving a whole nother 2 teams a chance. So the roster expanded right there. There's another 24 players that could be in the league.
And then look, that's gonna go back to them thinking that we're not making enough money because now you got to pay all them.
From one team.
From
you gonna
one
have 15
team.
players
That's
on
what
one
I'm
team.
saying.
I don't even think the NBA. Now the NBA that's different because they make a bunch of money. They got like 20
NBA
players.
has 14. They have 14 players on
Okay,
the
so you're 2 players away. I think that was the craziest take I read, and I'm normally with everything the WNBA players be saying, but I think it was Cameron Blink, and I hope it wasn't her. I hope it wasn't her because she's gonna be so good, but if I remember correctly, that's gonna take away from her right there. But I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on that because I definitely did not feel like you need to add more space.
No,
that
like,
comes
if you want to
from
make
what
revenue,
that comes.
because that's been a big
ahead.
argument for them. It's like we need more money. Okay, get some more teams. There's more cities in it. Like you reach your cap. You reach your cap. You only got 12 teams. There's no way that everybody's watching different games from. It just makes sense. The NBA got how many teams compared to your 12?
They got 30.
Bro, that's crazy work. You don't even have half, but you want more money? You can't.
Okay.
Even though I'm not saying it's not entertaining, it is. But you need to expand. Bro, it's plenty of good women basketball players right now in the world that got like, you know what I'm saying, that's coming in college and they'll never make the WNBA just because they don't have enough space, not because they're not good. You know what I mean? So yeah, expand. Why would you expand your roster? That's silly because now let's say you got a third power forward, and let's be honest, she sucks. You're just doing that for the space.
Yeah, it ain't.
I'm saying, bro,
it ain't it. But now let's get back into some of these players who got shout out because there's a new person I want to talk about, and I want to get your guys' take on her because she balling right now, because she back healthy, and I think she should really be the face of this team and not not Angel Reese, Camilla Cardoza.
I agree.
You know how I feel about
She
that. So
is a dog,
Yeah.
and she should be the focal point of that Chicago Sky team. Because I know it's crazy. I saw this thing on TikTok where there's these people that I think they're on a six bet win streak of betting that Angel Reese misses her first shot taken.
Yeah, no, that's
It's now on 8.
That's
They've
real.
increased it to 8.
That's real, and bro, that's real,
it's
bro.
to the point where even announcers, where podcasters. I just saw Jeff Teague in them podcast, and they said,
Bro, they are roasting the fuck out of her.
They were talking about her rebounds because she's leading the league in
man.
rebounds.
It's
And
her
then one
own
dude
shot.
said, "How many of those are me bounds?"
Listen, they are roasting the fuck out of her.
Hey, yo,
Bro,
I've been
it
saying
needs to
that.
be said.
Hey, do I need to say it? Do I need to say it?
Go ahead.
Bruh, in one possession, she went 0 for 4.
Yep.
with 4
That's your
rebounds. I'm sorry,
that's your center,
no,
ladies
she
and
went
gentlemen.
0 for 4 with 5 rebounds and passed it.
I saw a possession where she got blocked 3 shots in a row and still took it back up.
Bruh.
Give the ball to Camilla.
And her travel game is crazy.
Bro,
Her travel game is crazy
so that's
work,
why
bro.
we're saying let Carmella Cardoza take over. Let Haley get a chance to do her
for
thing
sure,
and
man.
get comfortable. Let them other players play because you got talent there. Because Carmella could be the face because she a dominant big woman that can actually make a shot. Because a focal point I want to bring up, which I know I got pulled up right here that Herb can see too. You want to know what she's shooting from the field? What an actual point power forward should shoot? 54% from the field.
Yeah, because in the WNBA, the big women are still they're still down low. That's where you're supposed to be
She's
at.
shooting 54.7% from the field.
That's crazy.
75% from the free throw line. And if you remember correctly, the last pod we talked about Angel, she's shooting 22% from the field.
She's increased it to 30.
No, what? Okay. Okay. Come on, man. Look.
Got him.
As a center, like you said, you made the good point. The big women in this league are still down low. Like they haven't gone to the evolution that the NBA has, where they're out on the post. Out on the outside.
Right.
So you're shooting. Majority of your shots are layups, and you're shooting a 33%.
And you're averaging 30 rebounds. Is crazy work.
Right, yeah, I'm sure you are. Listen,
that's crazy.
Because
work.
of her, people are talking about taking away the offensive rebound stat. Like that's how despicable
you
she
need
is.
to, because bro,
you gotta take away from self rebounds. After you get one self rebound in possession, you cut off a rebound. You're not allowed to have another rebound added to your tally.
That.
No, I do mind that because if you get 4 self rebounds in a possession, that don't count as 4 rebounds. Pass the damn ball and quit shooting the damn ball.
She don't even look to kick out, bro. Like it's crazy. Bro, I watched the highlight of her. She missed 4 shots,
bro.
And she didn't even look to kick out.
We all played basketball before. Remember the little fight. So y'all remember
the
growing up?
They called them bunnies.
No, not even that. Y'all remember when you were practicing the dribbling and the coach gave you them goggles so you couldn't see? So you could bet, bro. Why does it feel like she got them? Bro, she just got them on at all time,
bro. Okay.
Go ahead and hate on me, Angel Reese. I don't care.
I'm not hating, bro.
I'm a hater.
We watched the game because of her too, though.
Hey,
yeah,
for the wrong reasons.
For laughing, bro.
And I get it. That's why they're pushing her so big in a lot of fashion wise. Put it this way though.
No, bro. No.
Entertainment wise and play wise, Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. But internet wise and face of advertisements and stuff, Angel Reese is killing it.
She don't even do that good.
But she's in everything. She's got a Reebok, Fashion Over, everything. She on the Cocoa Puffs, I think.
But the thing is,
because she's loud.
But to me, that's it. It's the cockiness. Hey, how you gonna be cocky and you suck right now? I'm not saying that she suck, period. But right now,
I'll say
all I'm getting.
I'm gonna say it. The only reason Angel Reese is even relevant is because of Caitlin Clark. If you didn't have that rivalry with Caitlin Clark, we'd be like, who?
Bruh, okay, look, I got kids,
Angel who?
I got daughters that play high school ball.
They give her the work.
I've been watching them through middle school.
Yeah.
You have to understand. So when I say I watch women's basketball, I know I see stuff.
Yeah.
Angel is playing like she's in middle school right now.
Bro,
the way that she throws the ball up, it's like you're not trying. You just think because you're tall and I put it up here, it's gonna go in.
Bro,
that's what I feel like she's doing.
Yes, and
because it's not no skill to sit up here and just, bro. Like come on.
And all
man.
I want to say is I gotta give her props. She knows that she can market wise. She knows that she's can make money, so she's taking full advantage of the market. So I will give her a round of applause for that simple fact.
Yeah.
She getting her bag. Go for her, get your money, but I'm not going to give her credit as she wants for building the game. No, I'm not giving her credit for that. No, get that shit out my face. Sorry about my language, but get that shit out my face. Nope.
She's taking the game back. Like this is what the WNBA used to look like. And that's where she's taking it. If she's going back.
Go ahead, Mike.
I'll say, yeah, she's taking the game back. That's what the WNBA used to be. This girls throwing up rebounds and throwing up shots and missing and grabbing rebounds and then putting it back up. That's what it used to be. So she's taking it back to that.
You
So I
ain't.
would argue that all the progress they're making, she's doing her best to stop it.
And Gentry hit it on the head too, with the whole advertisement thing. But you're not wrong. But I want to move on from Angel Reese because we can go on and have a whole podcast about that. Michael, we need to talk about the New York Liberty because I don't think they get enough respect put on their name as they deserve because they have,
I mean,
one of the greatest players in the WNBA right now. And I'll say it, in Stewie, because for the simple
I'd
fact,
argue with two.
for the simple fact that
she's
she's a winner 4 years straight college, came in, won it the first year, rookie of the year, MVP, got hurt, came back, won it, MVP of everything. But she don't, Breanna Stewart and even Sabrina, they don't get enough credit in New York for what they're doing. And even Jonquel Jones, you can't forget about her.
Mm-hmm.
She a staple.
Well, that's because you know your comment earlier when you were talking about the Pacers being similar to the Spurs. I would argue that the New York Liberty are the Spurs of the organization. They keep quiet. You don't ever hear Stewart talking to nobody. You don't ever hear Ionescu talking to nobody. They keep quiet. They do their thing, and they just go out and play ball. Like they don't do anything. That's why they're not getting the attention. Is because they're not marketing to themselves like that, which is not a bad thing. You know, they're just simply focused on ball. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Because I'm looking at their stat line right now, and I know you probably got it pulled up. Stewie's averaging 20 points. Jonquel's averaging 16. Well, let me round up because they're all 0.8s. Stewie's averaging 21. Jonquel's averaging 17. Sabrina's averaging 16. And then you got a girl named Cloud averaging 13. Well, 14.
Natasha Cloud.
So, then you got a fifth player named Burke. I didn't look up their first names. She's averaging 10 points. So you got five. You're starting five in double digits, and you got three of your players within 5 points of each other's in averaging. They deserve the credit, and they're champions. They're repeat champions.
Right.
They've won it twice, which is really hard to do in the WNBA because it's hard to win multiple titles, as they say, in any league. So they deserve the credit and they deserve a round of applause because they're the truth.
They're doing it the right way. Like they built their program. They went and they drafted their stars. They did it very similar to what the Warriors did. They drafted their stars and then they went and signed a big star in Breanna Stewart. Like everyone else that's there is just drafted.
They
went
around
and signed
her,
Breanna. So they did it exactly like the Warriors did it. And I mean, like I said, they're keeping quiet and they're going out and letting their game speak for themselves. They're not in the media. They're not talking trash or anything like that. They're just going out and playing.
Well, and like you said, Spurs type vibe because they're no trouble, doing it the right way. I can't tell you a single scandal going on inside the team, outside the team.
Keep it on the court.
You don't ever see them blow up and start fighting refs, getting technicals, cussing out players.
Yeah.
Don't see none of that.
They're a prime example of how the game should be played, how it's done the right way, and how to just be successful because they're always in the running to win the finals.
They always there.
And no matter what. Go ahead.
And they're an excellent example for, like he said, he got two daughters that play high school basketball. They're an excellent example of who you would like to be as a player.
Yep.
Like that's what you should be striving for. If you are a young girl who's coming up playing basketball, I mean, you're probably going to look at Caitlin Clark because she's the one in your face all the time. But you should look at Sabrina Ionescu. You should look at Breanna Stewart. Like those two are just as big as stars as Caitlin Clark is. And like I said, they're doing it the right way. Yep. There's no scandals. Not that Caitlin's causing problems, but like there's nothing being said about them.
No, they're playing ball. And
it's
about ball. I mean, everybody. Yep. I expect everybody to have the characters, the villain, the golden child, this, that, the great. That's fine and everything, you know what I mean? But yeah, like it's about the game. If that's what's stopping the game is this and that, and that's hindering the game. Okay, just be quiet and play ball because
Exactly.
it's getting to the point where it's hilarious to hear and how she gets mad when she's even asked about that subject.
Dude, yeah.
Angel,
anytime she talks
gets
about
mad.
basketball,
You say anything about Caitlin Clark, it's not mad like saying she had a game. Oh, I don't know. Next question. Like, okay, well, but that's not what you portray on the court. So,
like, just tell me you're jealous. That's all. And just tell me you're jealous.
I mean, but back to the ball. But New York Liberty though they're doing it right though.
Hey, and another team.
I'm gonna shout out to the Aces. Like the Aces are still, even though they traded Kelsey Plum, which I disagreed with.
Yes,
but for the most part, the Aces are another organization that's being ran the right way. Asia Wilson is an absolute personality, but not in a bad way.
But in all the positive ways.
Yeah,
all the positive ways you need.
She reminds me of like Dwight Howard when he was first coming up. How he was the big goofy, or like Shaq.
Yeah,
like everyone knows that Shaq is goofy.
That's
when the lights are on, you know he's gonna come out and do his thing.
25 and 10.
Reminds me of.
25 and 12 to be more like it. But another
in
team.
The locker
go
room, ahead. In the locker room, she's gonna be goofy. You know, in the media, she's gonna mess with the media. She's gonna be funny. But when the lights are on, she's going to show up and she's going to come play. And she never disappoints. She's always out there doing what she's supposed to do.
Well, facts. And another team we got to talk about, the Minnesota Lynx.
I haven't been catching that many of them.
Hey,
I'm not going to lie.
You need to because, first off, they got arguably the MVP of the league right now in Nafisa.
Oh, okay.
I've
been catching like
McBride. I can't. Her first name's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of it.
I'm pretty sure it's Caitlin, isn't it?
I'm just thinking either Caitlin or Kayla, but it's a K.
Oh no, it's Kayla. It's Kayla. You're right.
Okay. So, but she's another one. She's averaging. She's only played one game and got one start, but she came in that game, gave 15. They got another girl named Williams averaging 14. Another team that's shaped to have.
Williams.
They have 5 players that damn near averaging a double-double. Not a double-double. Averaging 10 points or more a game. Yeah. Another team doing it right. They're 5-1 right now. Or 4-1.
And then, the rebounds is crazy. She averaging about 8 rebounds.
Oh yeah, she a true big woman. Like she gonna give you the points. She gonna give you the rebounds.
She playing down there though. Okay.
And if you really paid attention to what we hyped up in the summer with the that 3-on-3 league and the 1-on-1 tournament, she really ate that 1-on-1 tournament up. Now she might have lost. But she really showed that she's dominant. Her. Yeah, she was one of the ones that was just going crazy.
Like just spinning off and okay, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, and Michael can attest because I know Michael, the one who hit me on there, she absolute unit when it comes to playing. She got it all.
Okay.
Who?
Nafisa.
I'm gonna have to start.
Oh yeah, she's another one who carried on the UConn legacy. Her and she played with Paige for I think the first 2 years.
You're not wrong. But I'm glad you said Paige because even though she just got hurt, she did just go off for a triple-double.
Yep.
Fastest starter in WNBA history to reach 40 points and 20 plus assists in their career. Third fastest in WNBA history to record a 15-5-5 game. Stat line on shooting 50% from the field. And that triple-double.
Oh, from the field.
And the triple-double game that she had, she shot 75 or something percent from the field.
That's crazy.
But she's known, as me and Michael have talked about, she shot, I think, in college, damn near 80% from the field. The most efficient women's basketball player shooting-wise you'll ever meet. Like automatic, like Steph. Don't let her get that.
Don't give her no space.
Don't give her no space. Cause she's accurate. She's gonna. If she misses once, I guarantee you she's gonna come back and hit it the next time.
Yeah, she ain't missing twice. Okay, I got you.
You leave her open twice, that's a mistake. You fucked up. Now she might not have the pull me deep range like Caitlin Clark and chucking up
I don't
threes,
care about that.
But when she gets in
make the shot,
when she can dribble, take you off the dribble, lay it up, hit the midi, Kobe spin, bro, efficient. That's who you need to be telling your girls to watch right there. That's
my-
a point guard right
look,
there. I guarantee you they probably already watching.
My daughters watch all of them.
Mm-hmm. Bro, that's one right there. That's the one. And before we get in, I can't forget about Kiki. We gotta talk about Kiki for a second. Kiki Ifrin, cause she might be Rookie of the Year. I'm gonna say it right now, Mike. Kiki might be Rookie of the Year. She might go ahead and beat out Paige.
Yeah, I would agree.
She
she is hooping right now.
14.2 points a game, 10.7 rebounds a game.
How tall is she?
She is. I was hoping it'd say right there. I'd say she's like 6'6".
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 6'5", 6'6".
Oh yeah, she
there.
can get that.
But she a big woman down there too. But she's skilled too. She that footwork
She
that
got-
you're talking
she-
about.
They need
Bro,
to.
she
I like
got
when
clean
they got hands down there. They can actually catch a pass,
Oh,
and it's about touch when you down there, bro.
Soft.
You have to have some kind of finesse.
Bro, she clean with it. She a young stud in the league right now. Her first year, like I said, she's arguably could win Rookie of the Year behind Paige.
Okay.
But now the reason I have Michael here, how do you feel about the MLB investing in Athletes Unlimited softball league?
I mean, obviously, I'm a huge fan of it. I mean, as someone, I coach high school softball, as you know. So I am a huge fan. And a lot of the problems that the girls have that I coach is like a lot of them don't want to play in college because they're like, well, what's next after that? Like, after I play in college, what is there left?
Because there was a professional league, but it wasn't really. It
was not talked about. It
It
garbage.
wasn't, man. No.
Because you've pointed it out a couple times.
There was, because we had a team in Akron. That's what the Firestone Stadium was built for, was for that team. But like you said, it's not really talked about. Like no one, the games weren't televised. The only reason I knew about it is because I happened to catch a game when I was just browsing through TV one time.
I had one of my daughter's mom played for LeBray and went to OU on softball, and then her sister actually went to Ohio State for softball. The Needles, they were going crazy in the early 2000s, but yeah, that's why like my daughter's mom stopped playing. She was just like she didn't see for what.
Hey, we saw it firsthand because I know Michael can tell you. We have a cousin that she holds records D3 at the finest university.
Every record. She holds every record.
Whoa, she was
hitting
dog. But I think I asked Kai the one day. I'm like, why didn't she? Because there was really nothing after.
And nothing after that. It's like once
you
you
make more money because now she's in a good field and making good money. You can go make good money, better money with a college degree or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, unless you're lucky enough to get into coaching, you're not really going to make a whole lot of money as a softball. But now I'm very excited for this Athletes Unlimited League. I mean,
this is what's not to cut you off, but this is what's needed if you want it to grow. You gotta have the big brother company, like how the WNBA, you see now all the NBA players endorsing it, going to the games, buying stocks in teams, buying parts in teams and everything. They're promoting it and it's blowing up along with the play.
That's facts.
You have the MLB, the Big Brother, which is arguably the second most watched
and
sport.
they make money in the MLB, bro.
And it's
they make money in the
our
MLB.
viewers might not like watching baseball, but it's arguably the second most watched sport.
It is
at times. I mean, right now the NBA is boring right now, so it probably is the second most watched sport.
I was like, it's called America's pastime for a reason.
Yeah, it really.
You know,
is,
if you're not watching football, you're watching or playing baseball. I just don't like watching the game, but that's just because I can't sit through a game. I'm too
It's
hyped
one of those
for
things
that.
I have to get back into. Like I was
think
really
now I
heavy
could.
into it in the '90s, but now I have to really get back into it.
Oh, I'm into it. Listen, me and my wife is a Reds fan. I'm a Guardians fan. We watch all the games. I bought the package so I can watch all the teams. Like, we're into it. I'll be watching games just to watch. And now I have a 7-year-old who's super into baseball now. So now he's figuring out what's his favorite team, what's his favorite player. So, I mean, I'm watching it all the time.
Okay.
But this is what was needed for this softball to even try to become a global thing.
Listen, because everybody who watches softball, the College World Series is legit.
Bro, it
Like there
Yeah,
is
is, no,
must
yeah, it
watch
really
TV.
is.
yeah, it's must watch. Like just last night, Oregon won at a walk off against UCLA last night, all the way into midnight.
What
Like
about that
it's
Oklahoma game where the chick
exact.
had
Yep,
that walk
Oklahoma and
off?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
one chick
Ella Parker.
and what's
Yeah.
and what's the name of the one chick? Because now that you're here, I was trying to talk about it. Who they just don't pitch to her.
Bree Ellis.
They
She's
call it the
Arkansas's
female
first
Babe
baseman.
Ruth.
They
The
refuse to
female
pitch
Babe
the
Ruth.
ball to her.
They refused to
Yep.
pitch her a whole game, and when they finally did, she smacked. Bro, that's
She
crazy.
hit a game-winning grand slam.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's what you were just telling
I
me about
told you.
earlier,
Yeah, I
bro.
told you, bro.
That's Bree Ellis.
Yeah.
Her Bree Ellis is her name.
Yeah, crazy.
I gave her a
work.
shout out last pod, but I didn't know the name because I just caught a quick clip of it, and I was like, hold up, they walking her in
Bruh.
college?
Oh yeah, they will not pitch
the
her.
whole game. It was obvious, like
Bro, but
the whole game?
as a player, you know how pissed you be because before the MLB invested in softball, this is your big time to shine, and now they won't even throw you the damn ball.
I wouldn't
like,
even
come
be-
on, this is
But,
this is all I
in
got.
moments like that where you hit a walk off grand slam to win the game,
Your first time
Yeah.
you pitched to.
it's like I told you. No, I wouldn't even be mad. Like, gotcha. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but then like I said, they walked the bases loaded, so they had to pitch to her, and
Yep.
she hit a walk-off grand slam.
Yeah.
I mean, and can we talk about
Go ahead.
Carly Pickens? I think it's Carly or Kayla, one of the two. But Tennessee's pitcher, Carly Pickens,
Oh, she dog.
throws 78 miles per hour.
I just saw
That's
that.
The equivalent. That's the equivalent of someone throwing 107
I'm about
in
to say,
MLB.
yeah, that's
Fun fact: Tennessee now
That's
holds
crazy.
both the records for the fastest pitch thrown in men's and women's because Ben Joyce.
Yep,
hit
their male pitcher,
105.5.
okay.
Yep, he threw 105.
Okay, that's
But
bragging right.
she technically threw it faster than him at
I know.
107.
Yeah, because she's going underhand, bro. You know how hard that is?
But
My daughters play softball too, so yeah. Like, okay, yeah, it's hard, man.
gotta give them the credit and gotta give them the respect, and that's why.
If we're gonna talk,
And
give them
put
credit,
movement
though,
on
we
the
gotta
ball,
talk
too.
about Nigeri Kennedy. If you don't know who that is, you need to.
Go ahead, tell me
Nigeri
about it.
Kennedy is playing at Texas Tech, and she was an absolute dog at her. I think she was at, where's she at before? I can't remember where she was at before, but her coach got hired at Texas Tech and took her with her. So this girl is single-handedly carrying Texas Tech to the College World Series.
Bro, I saw. Trust me, I
Is that the blonde hair chick?
No, that's the black girl at Texas
at
Tech.
Texas Tech.
Oh!
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
a thing on her. I ain't
Nah.
gonna lie, TikTok be let me in on all the college work, because it's everywhere. It's everywhere,
Yeah,
and
it
I
comes on
definitely
my
saw a
timeline
clip.
quite a bit, bro.
I definitely saw a clip of her going crazy. There's one chick who and you might have just talked about her. She's pitching, and now she's able to hit because they didn't let her hit the first 2 years. Then
Jordy Ball.
She transferred to a different school.
She started at Oklahoma, transferred to Nebraska because that's where she's from.
Okay.
Jordy Ball.
And they
She finished the season with an ERA of 1.82 and has hit 30 home runs this season as well.
And they
Same
didn't
with
let her
Niger.
hit the first 2 years in Oklahoma or whatever.
No, they did not.
She wanted
So
to.
she
they didn't
just-
let her.
she just been
And
doing
she
it
went
in
to Nebraska
practice.
and said, "All right, now it's my time to shine. I can do
Yep.
both. Watch this."
But
Shohei.
like I said,
Okay.
as good as Jordy Ball is, Nigeri Kennedy, you know what her ERA was?
Is it
At
in
the
the
end of the
0.9?
0.92.
Oh, that's crazy.
Called it. Called it. Come on.
0.92.
That's crazy.
I saw that
That-
stat line pop by. Come on.
That's crazy.
Her team, listen, when I say carrying, the run support that she has gotten through the College World Series has been insane. She has gotten 1 run, 2 runs, 1 run, 1 run, 2 runs. And she has won every single one of those games.
That's
She's
crazy.
doing what Paul Schemes wish he could do with his limited run support in Pittsburgh right now. All right. Not saying Paul Schemes isn't dominating because he still is only giving up like 1 run a game, 2 runs a game, but
Right.
he ain't getting no run support and they losing in those
Yeah.
performances.
Oh yeah, that's not.
He'll give up
Man.
one run a whole game, and his team can't do nothing.
And they can't score two.
Bro, it's happened multiple times.
Wow. And no wait, in like in the MLB? Ain't no way.
Michael,
Yeah, no, it's happened.
Michael watches this shit. He'll tell you.
And they,
Yeah,
and they,
no, he's right.
wait a minute, how much is he making per year?
Oh, he getting paid because he's the face of the league right now. Besides Aaron Judge, he's the American pitcher wise. He's the I don't know who. I'm not real hip, but I know he's definitely up there. One of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the league.
So he's on a rookie contract right now, so he's not making a whole lot, but he's still making He had a $9.2 million signing bonus, but his salary is only $870,000.
Okay.
But you best believe once that rookie contract is up,
They better get it together.
He's getting 200 mil.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah.
If he fuck around and go to LA, he might get 500. The way the Dodgers paying.
Hey, he might for real. He might end up as a Met with 400.
But I'm definitely now since we're in the MLB, I saw a stat line about Freddie Freeman that is in the World Series. He had 5 games, 6 hits, 4 home runs, and 12 RBIs.
Yep.
That man went.
No, wait a minute. Say that again.
Go ahead. It's right there. 5 games, 6 hits, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs in the World Series last year.
Yep.
But I didn't really. Oh, also we gotta talk about Chris Sale. Hats off to him. Did you see that one, Mike?
I didn't see what's going on with Chris.
Oh, so I got you on. Yes, let me make sure I get it right. He joins.
I don't pay attention. I wasn't really watching the Braves like that.
Okay.
He joins Justin Verlander, Matt Scherzer, and Clayton Kershaw as the only active pitchers with 2,500 Ks.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Chris Sale's been like that. That's like my man Kendrick Lamar said, he's been a dog. So has Chris Sale. I was like, Chris Sale has with the White Sox started his career with the White Sox, and then I think he went to Philly for a little bit too, and then Boston. No, he went to White Sox, Boston, then Atlanta.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. The lefty with that little hook curve that he's got.
Mm-hmm.
It don't surprise me at all.
Anything else that besides the fact that did you see that Shohei and Aaron Judge same game
it.
first inning that they came up the bat both hit home runs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I watched it.
All right, now here's a hitting question because I saw a clip before I started the podcast and this announcer was breaking down the hitting for Judge and the approach for Shohei. Shohei says he only does cage work, he does tee work, something else, but he does no live pitching and he does no machine pitching. So he only hits off the tee before the game, tee work and something else, but he will not have any live pitching thrown and he will have no machine pitches thrown at him whatsoever.
That makes sense to me because he's trying to keep his rhythm. So when you're doing tee work, you're just working on your mechanics and you're working on your rhythm. Like making sure your swing and your body are all in one singular, like how it's supposed to be, like in sync. So when you're doing like machine pitching, everyone who's ever played baseball and has faced a machine knows that it can mess up your timing because the machine doesn't really react like a person would if they're throwing it to you. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me that he's trying to keep his rhythm the same. So he just works on his mechanics and then just waits to face live pitching in the game.
All right, and Judge, he says he does tee work. He does the full routine. He does it all before every game. And now that was leading up to my question, because we all know Aaron Judge can rake, but Shohei can rake too. They go back and forth with home runs. Now Aaron Judge did just have that crazy year with home runs, but then Shohei came back with the year with 50-50 or something like that.
Yeah, 50 steals, 50 home runs.
Okay, so hitting wise, and we're gonna count in the base running because how you perform on the base pads help. I've seen Aaron Judge got a little better on the base pads and everything. Who's the better pure hitter? Like, take away just the hitting home runs because you got to give Aaron Judge just had 62.
I'm gonna say so. Listen,
Who's the better pure hitter, Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani?
so
Otani.
you gotta look.
I like
You
his
gotta
swing.
look at it two different ways. So Aaron Judge, if you're looking for pure just power, like just hitting bombs,
Yes.
you're looking at Aaron Judge. I mean, but Aaron Judge hits for contact too. Like he's not one of those guys that's just going up there and striking out or hitting a home run. Like kind of like what Soto's doing right now, actually.
Yep.
Okay.
I was like, Soto's doing that right now. But I do think if you give, because yeah, let's see, Aaron Judge is hitting right now for the season. He's hitting a 392. So I mean, it's not like
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He's hitting for contact too. I have to go with as much as I like Shohei, and I really don't want to say this, especially because I know I'll hear Kai later. Aaron Judge is the better hitter right now at this moment in time. Aaron Judge is a better hitter. Just because you're going to get the power numbers, you're going to get the contact numbers, and he comes up in the clutch. I mean, like Kai said, the one pod that we talked, if the season ended right now, he's the MVP, like
Triple
without
crown.
a doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah, triple
sure.
crown winner, MVP, without a doubt. So I mean, you gotta go. I gotta go with Aaron Judge right now.
All right, Herb. You just came back. Which one do you?
I'm going the opposite, man. I like the way he plays ball, man, and his swing is crazy. Like the way he can read the ball, bro, and like it's not always the upswing. He catches in the middle. He catches from the top sometimes, bro. And you're right when it comes to power. That it's no comparison. You know what I'm saying? It's just to me, it's just I don't know. I just like him better. I just like the technical swing that he got, man. I just like it, man.
And
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Shohei
Mechanically,
Shohei gonna take you to
But
right
yeah.
field if he's taking you deep.
But-
He's taking you to right field.
But mechanically though, but that's good though, bro.
yeah, mechanically, Shohei is pretty to watch. Like he's so pretty. Mechanically, his swing is beautiful. But you can say the same about Judge. Like Judge's swing is also very mechanically pretty.
And that's
So-
that's why I had to bring the debate up because I don't think it's really talked about yet because I don't think they want to step into that threshold because they still count. Because also I just saw a clip. Michael, did you see that clip of Shohei back on the mound pitching BP or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's pitching.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
He's-
that
he's-
ball movement was
It's
disgusting.
crazy.
Was nasty.
Crazy. And then people take that away from baseball, like, oh, it's boring. Like, do you understand what kind of skill? Like, you're doing good and having an average of 30% of hitting that
Listen,
ball.
so-
That's just because how crazy it is. I've seen pitches drop off, come back up, or like, what are you talking about?
Cut inside
Listen,
25.
come on, man.
What was that? 25-foot break or some dude had?
Bro. I seen dudes pull their whole hamstring swinging at some of these pitches, bro. You ever seen when they swing and they
Drop down to that
they
beat?
drop down and it's gone? You're gone. You struck out and you're out for the year. Are you crazy, bro? Baseball
Yeah.
is where it's at, man.
Go ahead, Mike. I know
So
you got something to
listen.
throw in.
This is something I tell. I coach my son's little league team now, and like I said, I coach high school softball. Anytime that's any of my girls, or anytime any of my guys, little kids, got upset about getting out or anything like that, I tell them the same thing.
Yep.
Baseball is a game of failure. You hit the ball 3 times out of 10
Out of 10,
after going to the Hall of Fame.
300,
Like,
and you
baseball-
got yeah.
Is a game of failure. You are designed to fail at this game. The ones that are good at it just fail less. That is literally that is literally the exact definition of what baseball is.
That's
The
why
Hall of Fame failed less than the rest of them did.
That's why I tell my daughters, I'm like, do you understand that if your grades were like your batting average, like
You would fail.
You would fail. You ain't been considered for nothing. But to sit up there and still, and I like I said, it's about failure. But still, to be able to sit up here and hit close to 400,
It's wild.
and you hitting home runs.
Right. And like I said, 400, we're sitting here and like, holy shit, it's like 400. That's insane.
That's 40%.
That's still only 4 times out of 10
That's
times.
40%.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like baseball is a game of failure, and that's why I like it. Plus, I like that it's, like with baseball, basketball and football, most of the time, the better team is going to win.
Yes.
Baseball, you have so many different variables. Like, you could be a sorry team, but your pitcher is just on that night.
No
so
hitter.
Nobody can get a hit and throw a no-hitter. Right.
But
so that's what I'm saying.
Other than college basketball too, men's basketball, because that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where the better team is like, we're supposed to win, and you get beat by.
We're advocates of college basketball. Don't get us started on that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, college basketball. Yeah, college basketball is my favorite playoff system ever. I'll never say
this is the best system ever created for a tournament ever.
Side note, they are trying to expand it, and I hope they don't.
No,
I really don't want.
You're taking away from the whole one
nostalgia.
Magical feeling of it.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
You remember y'all remember when Butler came out of nowhere?
Well, of course.
I remember that. I could tell you who was on that
I didn't know who was on Butler. I'm like, who the hell? I wasn't even worried about
Gordon
it.
Hayward.
Butler. Okay, we know that's my bad, but that's crazy.
As I told you, don't get us started on college basketball.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
We live, breathe, sleep that. During college basketball time, March Madness, end of March, don't talk to me. I'm watching it at work. I don't care.
No, I can dig.
Listen, my wife knows. I never watch basketball really because she doesn't like it. That's the only sport she doesn't like. So I won't force her to watch it. But she knows when March Madness comes along, she don't even ask questions. She don't even say nothing. She knows.
Hey, don't talk.
Don't talk. She knows that it's gonna be on the TV.
Yeah.
Hey, big facts. But now, I'm excited to bring this back into talk. We need to talk about some NFL talk because I've had this topic on my mind, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna save it or if I wasn't gonna save it because I've been back and forth. But I want to start off with, how do we feel about the whole flag football coming into the Olympics and the big beef going on with the flag football players saying the NFL players shouldn't be the ones to represent? We've been doing this. We're better. This, that, and the third. Flag football is a different game than the NFL. It's all about agility, elusiveness, and this, that, and the third. How do you guys feel about this debate? Because I'll go last. We'll let Herb go first this time. How do you feel about it?
Look, I want everybody to be the greatest at what they doing. I'm going to start off by saying that. I want everybody to be the greatest. If you're the great flag football player, I want you to be the greatest. But to sit up here and not let people that are in the NFL that have to move a little bit quicker and saying that they're not as agile do.
What up, Corey?
I seen someone do a spin-off, turn, jump, hurdle. Are you out your mind?
Bro, you're telling me...
Are you telling me with no pads, you don't want an NFL player on your flag football team?
You're telling me Justin
what is
Jefferson
wrong with,
on the outside, Jamar Chase on the outside,
I get it,
ain't cooking up whatever you're putting in front of him?
I do. I get it.
They got to catch him first.
And I get it. I get like, okay, I've been doing this. If I am the best street ball player in the world ever, I want AI on my team. I want prime AI. I want LeBron. I'm not gonna sit up and say I don't want them in my 3-on-3 tournament because it's different. No, come on, bro. You telling me that these dudes that avoid dudes tackling them can't make you miss catching a flag?
You telling me Saquon Barkley ain't gonna cook up?
Come on.
Bro, could you imagine a prime Shady McCoy?
But and that's what I'm saying. Like these dudes, these dudes. This is how they warm up. You telling me you're gonna snatch a flag from a dude that's doing 22 miles an hour towards you? No, you're not. You're not catching that flag. Like, cut it out. I'm not taking away from no flag football players. Y'all are all great. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I know some NFL people that are on the practice team that can keep up with. We have to be real and be honest about this stuff now. People are starting to step out their zone and talk about stuff where you don't know what you're talking about. Don't ever tell me that a flag game that an NFL player can't come in there and dude, cut it out, bro.
Hey, Mike, we really got him with this topic.
Cut
we
it
got
out
him
because I'm tired of that, bro. I'm tired of that narrative where
bro, you ain't
just
wrong.
because you say that you good, cool, live your life that way. But no, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that this man that's getting paid millions of dollars can't step on this field where you ain't allowed to get hit and burn the shit out you. Are you crazy?
Facts, Mike. What do you got? I'll let you go next after that one.
You got it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say, he really hit it on the head. This is my thing. My son also plays flag football. That's just because, I grew up playing football since I was 6, so I didn't want him to have the same health problems that I did.
Oh, of course.
But
of course.
My back still hurt.
Yeah, right. So I just didn't want him. But like you said, he could go, in my opinion, this could just be me hyping my son up, but I think he could go play tackle football today if he wanted to.
For sure.
Like, I think he could. So my thing is like, it's not that different. Like, they're making it try to sound like it's crazy different. Like, it's two totally different sports.
And it's really that quarterback. And let's just be honest. It's really that one quarterback because he doesn't want to be replaced by Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely. And if it were me, I would be saying the same shit. I'm not mad at him for saying that at all. But here's my thing. When they announced that the NBA players could play in the Olympics, the college and amateur athletes said the same thing. Here's my thing. If you want to play on the team, show up, beat them out. That's it. And if you go there and you beat them out, you can't. What can they say? Like, okay, you beat out Patrick Mahomes for the flag football team.
You got it.
What can they say? It's your position. It's your job. You got it.
Thank you.
Like,
and that's just it.
Like, if you guys go there and you beat, because they're going to do tryouts, obviously. They're going to do a camp just like they do with basketball. Go there, go to the camp, show out, take your spot. I mean, it's that simple.
Facts, because here's my thing. You can't tell me you put Justin Jefferson on the outside, lined up against a flag football player. You're telling me he can't burn that dude the same way he burned the corner that's allowed to jam and press him?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And he's not allowed. You're not allowed to touch him. So, like, the receiver.
Now you're giving me a free
it's like what is it? It's minimal contact. It's minimal contact.
Minimal contact.
But at the same, but what I'm saying is like these are the same 6'3", 220-pound dudes, no pads, that can jump out the damn building already. You telling me they can't
go route up a dude from Poland
and jump 10 feet in the air like they dunking a basketball? They have no pads on.
And that was my whole point, because the dude was like, they can't come out here. No,
that's the part that made me mad.
You're crazy to think that I can't go line up Justin Jefferson on the outside and still throw him that deep fade untouched.
Cut it out, bro.
You're delusional that he ain't gonna get open across the middle. Same thing with Saquon Barkley. I get it with the whole Patrick Mahomes. He can't maybe move as fast as, so maybe that's what the dude was really getting at. He's not as elusive, but you can't tell me you get Patrick Mahomes time in the pocket
and an open field to move.
He can't get hit.
He's not worried about getting hit. He's slinging it.
Now you don't have to worry about getting smacked. Bro. You can just throw that ball.
Bro, come on, man.
You telling me he ain't throwing no look passes and dotting stuff up like it's it's nothing?
If it's the Olympics, I want my best foot forward. I don't care what you played. If it came to the football, I want the best football players out there. Basketball, I want the best basketball. That's what the Olympics is for. That's why so many teams come together that don't even like each other, but they play well together. Like, you're trying to be the best in the world. So let's not just sit up here and kick this person because you want your shot. Like you said, come get your shot. And it can be given to you. But I don't want to hear on the back end that they took all the NFL players. We're the real flag players. Okay,
did you show
make
up?
It. Make it.
Did you show up? Did you try
show
out?
us? Yeah, exactly. Show us something different. Show us that you can do it.
And it's,
yep, exactly.
It's that.
I 100% agree. I was like, I agree. Like I said, if you want a spot, come take it. Because they said the exact same thing with the Dream Team. They said international basketball, they don't understand it. They won't. They
And
never played it before, and they said the exact same thing when they signed up. So, like you said, if you want to compete, if you want to be on the Olympic team, just like every other sport in the Olympics, Noah Lyles has to go out and earn his spot every single time. Exactly. Even though he may be considered the best sprinter in America right now, he's got to go out and earn his spot.
But a lot of that, too, sounds to me a lot like fear, too, because you got to understand, not every NFL player is going to want to deal with that BS. It might be five people that might try to do it.
So. I can tell you right now how it started. Because when it first got announced, NFL players were not allowed.
Oh, and then they switched
they took it to a vote.
Okay.
And then they allowed it to where NFL players could actually go play flag football, because the NFL players were pushing for it. They're like, why can't we go? Why can't? So at first the flag football players are like, this is my time to shine. I'm about to get put on national TV. Okay. This is my moment.
So exactly how I thought.
This is mine. And now they open the doors and they're like, oh wait, we might not actually even get on the squad. Mm-hmm. This is scary. We might not have this.
Yep.
And that's all it came down to. It isn't. And now they're trying to use, they can't do this, they can't do that. At the end of the day, it's the fact that they fear that their spot, their chance of the 15 minutes to shine, or however you want to say it, 15 minutes to fame.
It's not even about
it's
that.
Over.
It's not about
man to man is realism. It's man to man is man to man. I've been talking. I be on the flag football. I be out there talking crazy. I be out there talking crazy. So and so ain't got nothing on me. Patrick Holmes ain't got nothing on me. Okay, now Patrick Holmes shows up. Now he shows up. Now Patrick Holmes is there. Now he's there.
It's different once he's in your face.
I've been talking crazy this whole time, and guess what? Oops! Now Debo pull up.
Bro, and that we can go on and on about that. But I got a couple more topics we got to cover for this NFL. First off, how do we feel about Stephon Diggs? You signed for $63.5 million contract, then you don't show up to OTAs, then you get caught on the boat. We're not going to say what you got caught on the boat because this is a kid podcast, so we'll keep it kid friendly.
Keep it kid friendly.
But you got caught on the boat, bruh. What are you doing? You got with Cardi B and you started wilding out.
Hey, why can't we enjoy being famous, though? Where's we at, man? Leave that man alone, bruh.
Show up to practice. You're on a new team. You're supposed to be the veteran leader, leading these young wide receivers.
Okay,
this what you showing them, bro?
Start doing NDA. Why everybody got a phone out? Hey, put it away. Put it away.
I see one announcer say they should have confiscated every phone. Podcasters have been saying that. Phones should have been confiscated.
Listen,
that's the wild part.
Hey, Jeff Teague said it best. I'm gonna have to hop off after this one, but Jeff Teague said it best. Ain't nobody benefited from going live.
No.
Nobody has benefited from going live.
And that's what
I was like, look,
bro, why can't people just have
Shannon Sharp? Nobody.
Why can't
nobody has benefited.
Why can't nobody have fun no more unless they know everybody know about it? Bruh, some of the best memories I have is just between me and a couple other people. And and I know it happened and I'm good. No, they want everybody to know that you got 3 women around you calling you daddy, and it's just weird stuff. Like, why
here's my thing
record that, bro? You can't.
Here's my thing too. So whoever recorded that is on some hoe shit too. Like, I agree, but at the same time,
he was sitting up there. He's seen it. He's seen that,
bro. That's what I'm getting ready to say. I was getting ready to go there. You're Stephon Diggs. You know that wherever you go, somebody's got a camera on you.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what you're doing, where you at. You know somebody's got a camera on you. So why even put yourself in that situation?
Hey,
why even be in that situation? You know you're dating Cardi B. The whole world knows you're dating Cardi B. So why even put yourself in that situation?
But I think a lot of that has to do with nobody's gonna like when I say it has to do with Cardi B. Like, come on, bro. Like, like we know the type of lifestyle, relationship wise, how she does on the internet about whatever's going on in her life. You already know that. So as a man, you have to be a man sometime and be like, yo, I don't want your friends out here, or I don't want this going on. But that's still a man. I think Cardi B's older than him anyway. So like, bro, like
I don't know.
they just fall into this party scene and stuff. I don't think they just being responsible anymore.
You just gotta do better. You gotta do better at the end of the day, Stephon Diggs.
I mean, yeah, because like you said, he's not a rookie. He's
No.
damn near on his edge of retirement.
He a
So
big
I
name.
mean,
You feel me? You gotta.
he knows better.
Yeah, maybe-
And that's why I
maybe.
don't understand why these athletes, because I know I would kill to be in Stephon Diggs' position.
Bro,
I would
facts.
literally give up my left arm to be in Stephon Diggs' position. And damn sure I ain't fucking it up by messing around with all that. So
Oh, yeah.
that's why I just don't understand that portion of it. Like, I know I have a gift and I'm going to try to ruin it by doing the things that he was caught doing. So it just don't make no sense to me.
But you ain't wrong. Now you about to hop off?
Yeah, I got to get going. My kid is getting restless. So,
All right, I appreciate you for stopping in on the Stat Junkies podcast, bro.
of course, as always, here soon. Baseball season's winding down, so I'll be back on the regular cast here soon.
Hey, that was what's up.
Hey,
But yeah.
we'll be waiting. The spots, you know, we keep the spot open, bro.
Exactly. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch y'all next time.
You
All right,
too, my man.
Later, bro.
Later.
Hey, Corey, we ain't gonna talk about that. All right, we don't keep it kid friendly, and we right at the bottom. We gonna we gonna go
Yes, sir.
on to the fact that Shador Sanders has the highest jersey sales among all rookies. I'm not sure if that's true, but I
Yeah.
know you see the clip pulled
No,
up,
that is. No, that's true.
and
'Cause
that
I ordered one.
hey, that leads into the next topic. In
Yeah.
OTAs right now, as you saw pulled up on one of the days, Joe Flacco went 9 for 14 with 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Pickett went 9 for 16, no touchdowns. Dylan Gabrielson went for 11 for 16, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay.
Shador went for 7 for 9, 3 TDs.
Okay, I'm not surprised. That stuff that happened to him in the draft is no, but he's a good pick.
Cleveland did it right, taking him when they
they
did.
did the right thing, and that was smart. And then they can sit up here and show him through the ropes. And then when it's time to give him money, they can give him money. But he's going to surprise people, bro.
As you read on the screen right now, Sanders, a clip right here says Sanders, former Colorado star who surprisingly slid to the 5th round, has been one to watch early in Cleveland. LaShawn McCoy even compared him to Tom Brady. So there is a ton of buzz regarding Shador Sanders right now because he is a total package at quarterback. The fact that he dropped down that low, I think, was a NFL trying to just.
They're trying to make an example. out of
They
him,
were
bro.
trying to make the example. Well,
Yeah.
guess what? It didn't phase him. He's still a happy-go-lucky person. Because when you're that skilled, you know you got it, and you know his dad, great coach, love or hate his personality. He installed
For
the
sure.
fact that you know you're good. Stand on your shit.
And-
Stand by it.
I mean,
rock
and
out.
he's like, I'm biased because I'm from Cleveland. I'm biased. He's in a good area. People don't realize like it. Cleveland and that community, especially around the Browns team, you're in a good place, bro.
I think it's crazy that they let in the rotation. Sanders is the last one in the rotation right now in the battling when they go. They go Flacco, even though Kenny Pickett did get a lot of first string reps too. Then they go Dylan. Then they go Shador. So Shador gets, but they say it's still open right now in the QB race. But as of right now, it's looking like they want to go Joe or Kenny, then Dylan, and then have Sanders last. But I think that's going to change by the OTAs. Because Shador going to ball out.
Yeah, I think.
He might not get the start at the beginning of the year, but I think he might get a chance.
Oh, he's gonna play next year.
He's going to be too
He's
good
gonna
to
play. He's gonna play.
because Kenny
There's
Pickett's
no
going to
doubt
fail.
in my mind.
Kenny Pickett's going to fail you guys at Cleveland. I'll be the first to say that. Joe Flacco, he's just old.
Flacco's old, and you hit it on. I don't.
Can you pick it going fast?
I don't.
Where has he been good at?
Nowhere. At home. That's
College.
Yeah.
That's about it. Then.
But it's gonna happen. But it's gonna be one of those things where this is gonna be a shit season for us, bro, and that's fine, and I'm okay with that because he's gonna get his reps in, and then next season, trust me, it's gonna be different. But right now, Flacco's a good dude. Don't get me wrong, but like you say, you're too old, bro.
You ain't wrong, and now we got to talk about the other QB debate because you know I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh, here we go.
I gave a lot of hate on Will Howard. I hated on him.
Yeah, you did last time. You did. I watched that.
But as the stat says, Will Howard through the first 2 days of OTAs, 39 for 47, 687 passing yards, 7 TDs, no picks. His passer rating right now, 149.6. That's good.
That's nice.
That's great. That's what.
That's nice.
He, when you hear him talk, all he talks about is he wants to be like Big Ben. And the way he says it is he wants to be like Big Ben in the aspects of how gritty Big Ben was. Yeah. How he wasn't scared of the hit. He was going to try to extend the play, and it didn't matter. He wants to bring that toughness back to the quarterback position at Pittsburgh, which he's kind of built to be able to do that in the way that his shape and frame is. Because he's not quick, but he can move.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh yeah.
I know he's not short.
Yeah, no, he can do it.
So I gave him a lot of hate, but I gotta say I'm interested to see what he can do because right now there's a lot of buzz. But you know what I'm not liking? As you see right there, T.J. Watt and DK Metcalf skip workouts for different reasons. Now T.J. Watt is expected because he skipped OTAs because he's working on a new contract. Okay. Which all I gotta say is Pittsburgh, do not fuck this up. I know y'all don't like paying people, but you have to pay T.J. Watt. If you don't pay him and you let him go, I think I'm hanging it up.
Let me ask you a serious question. You think they're going to do it?
You want my honesty?
Yeah. You think they're
going to try to stonewall it for as long as they can and keep throwing low numbers at him until they finally realize that, he really might leave. He really might go. Because I really think, because we all know Pittsburgh don't like to pay. Their biggest thing, they don't pay. And then DK Metcalf, why are you skipping workouts? You just got a new contract. You got paid in the contract. You're supposed to be the number one wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And now you're missing the beginnings. And I know it's just OTAs and it's early. But, like, this stuff matters when you're with a new team. You're trying to figure things out. And also you're in a QB battle trying to figure out who's going to be your quarterback. And you ain't got your number one wide receiver there. It's a problem to me.
It's
How do you feel about that?
It's a problem, but I mean, I can't put a judgment on what he's thinking or what he's doing. All you can do is hope that it's not on no BS and stuff.
I think Corey trained T.J. Watt might pull a Myles Garrett.
And you know what?
What did Myles Garrett pull? I forget. Did he sit out, or did he just? What did he just play hard? I know he played hardball.
He played hardball and made him wait to the whole thing and all that other stuff because I'm sorry, like you know what I'm saying? You start the narrative or you start the rumor that you want to get traded or you don't care.
Okay, yeah, I did see that. You know I did see that. Okay, now I remember. Okay, I see what he's getting at. Know what? You might have a point, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So then, yeah.
Then we got a whole nother QB debate that I don't think nobody's talking about, but it's definitely happening in Indiana right now. Anthony Richardson versus Daniel Jones. They're having a legitimate number one debate to see who's going to be the starting quarterback in Indiana. And the only reason why is because Anthony Richardson took himself out the game last year in a crucial moment. Yeah. Wasn't hurt, nothing. Took himself out. Yeah. You're not playing like the pick you were picked to be and what they used to in Indiana, in Indy, because you forget, they went Peyton Manning, then they went Andrew Luck for years. And now you get a QB taking him out.
You can't do that in that position. You can't do that. That's I forgot about that. That's crazy work. Yeah, you can't do that, bro. Not with the
Corey's saying this is the make or break year, so you're saying you give him one more shot? Because I think Richardson could be that dude, but I'm telling you right now,
they
give
gonna
him
have to.
one
They
more
paying
year.
him.
Because Daniel Jones is not the answer. He was not the answer in New York.
No.
He's not the answer here because the Colts they don't have many weapons there either. I mean, they have Jonathan Taylor still, and they do have Michael Pittman Jr., but who else? Yeah, go ahead. You watch football, and you got to think about it. Yeah. That's all. That's all that's needed right there. So you're telling me you want Daniel Jones to come in?
No,
he ain't gonna do that.
You already paying Richardson, bro.
Richardson, you need to wake up because, like Corey said, this is your make or break year. And also, I want to give a round of applause and RIP to Demaryius Thomas is selected to be in the 2025 Broncos Ring of Fame. We'll give him one more. He deserves it. That man was a dog. I'll never forget when he caught that slant across the middle against Pittsburgh in the playoffs in the wild card with Timmy Tebow at quarterback. Broke my heart because I was a big Tebow fan, but I'm a Steelers fan, ride or die. I was conflicted because Tebow threw that touchdown pass and Thomas took off. I wanted to be happy. But inside, I was crying because I'm like, damn, we really just lost the wild card to Tim Tebow.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Tim Tebow was him, bro.
He just didn't get the right shots. All right. Don't get me started on Tebow. I'm a big Tebow. But hats off to Demaryius Thomas. He definitely deserved to go in the Hall of Fame too. He was a great player.
Right, he had a
But
he had a game though.
Had to talk about him. Now here's the interesting fact. We got the most passing yards in the last 10 years. You see that first face? Do you think that's who would be the number one leader right now?
Is that Cousins, bro?
Kirk Cousins at 39,949 passing yards as your number one quarterback for most passing yards in the last 10 years.
That's crazy, bro.
The top three surprised me. You got Kirk Cousins, then it goes Matthew Stafford, then it goes Derek Carr, and then Russell Wilson.
And then Tom Brady?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Then the fill your guys in. Jared Goff is, what would that be? 6. Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, then Dak Prescott. But that first one I know through everybody for.
Bad last one.
Hey, Dak, this is your make or break year too. All right, you got CD, you got George Pickens. If you can't win a playoff game this year,
you gotta get something done, bro.
You
gotta get something done, bro.
Because Kai a strong advocate for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and
because it's starting to get funny. It's starting to get hilarious. You know, you know what I mean?
It is.
And that's not knocking him, man. Hey, praise you for making the league and everything. It's starting to get hilarious though, bro.
You ain't wrong. Now another person I want to talk about, Travis Hunter, because I saw a video where he was dancing during practice, you know, in between workouts and stuff. Mm-hmm. And people were calling, you got to knock that off. You can't be doing that. You got to be focused, while the other wide receiver, I think it was wide receiver 1, was just in line like this, ready to go. You can't take Travis Hunter personality away from him because that will affect his play. He is who he is.
Should I take it back to the AI statement? We're talking about practice. And shut up, bro. God, like what? Come on, man.
They want to find a reason to hate him.
No, but you gotta let people be happy. Okay, go ahead and take that away from him. Start finding him for being enjoyable, and then he's not going to play for you.
And I don't even think it was somebody in the Jacksonville organization. I think
it was just a fan. But okay, fans, guess what? They do it for you. So why don't you do something for them and just shut up sometime? Because stuff doesn't need to be talking about that. This man is in practice and getting his jig on.
Because you want to know what does need to be talked about? The fact that he's taking reps at wide receiver, but he's not taking many reps at DB. But he is doing some practice at DB, but going to both wide receiver and DB meetings during the day. So he's not
He's
only
doing a homework.
he's doing both
He's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
while having fun on the field. That's what you want. That's what you want. I
It's-
want a
it-
guy
they
that's
trying-
loving
they-
his life.
Thank you.
Because why? He gonna play the
Thank
best
you.
ball of his life when he's having fun.
And just celebrate him.
You encourage that. Why?
Celebrate him.
Do I want a mummy?
Long,
on the
long
field
as it's
like
not
this?
getting to the point where it's just like, okay, dude,
He
you're
don't-
being annoying.
He don't care.
But-
My man does nothing but fish, play stream, and just got married. That's all he does.
You remember Marshawn Lynch when he was on Buffalo?
Yeah.
How he was on the sideline? Like you know what I'm saying? When he was with the Raiders, how he was on the sidelines? Did anybody say nothing to him? No, they try to pick the weaving because I guarantee you, go ahead and say something to Marshawn Lynch and see if you don't see him.
Bro, and that's what I'm saying. You have to leave Travis Hunter alone.
Let him be him, man.
Let him be him because that's a generational talent. Like I said, he's taking reps, doing most of his reps at wide receiver, but also taking practice at the DB spot, but going to the wide receiver and all of the DB meetings. So he hasn't missed a single meeting for both sides.
Just in case. And
For both sides.
just because that's what he loves to do.
And Jacksonville's telling him, we gonna give you a shot to play both. Cause why not?
Because why not?
If he's done it his whole life, and here's the thing, we're now starting to see this, as I like to call it, the unicorn effect in sports, right?
Yeah.
You had the Shohei come in the league
Yeah.
that can pitch and hit phenomenal, can pitch phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now you got the big men that can shoot the three and bang
And
down
be
low.
Yep.
And the same with point guards. And now you're getting football players that can play both sides at a high motor.
We got a prototype, but it was before all time. Deion Sanders, bro.
And that was his coach.
And not only did he play both ways on a football field, bruh, he played a whole nother sport.
And that's
He was
his
a punt
mentor.
returner, he was a corner, and he was a wide receiver. I
Wow.
seen them all do it in one game.
I think go play baseball and steal a base and hit a home run.
Bruh,
And that's the dude's mentor. That's
You see what I'm
who's
saying?
mentoring him was his college coach for 4 years because he went to Jackson State.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He committed from a Power 5 school to
Yep.
go to an HBCU just because Shador Sanders
Yep.
texted him and said, "Hey, come do
over
something
here."
great.
Yep.
Let's do something great."
Yep.
That was literally
Yeah.
the text. Let's
Yeah.
do something great.
come over here.
And he came over, and now he played with Dion all 4 years. So you know Dion's been showing him how to take care of your body.
And how
to be in
it
shape.
goes hand in hand. You can get your offensive playbook and learn like, okay, I see how I'm running this. So and then you come back to the defensive side and like, okay, just in case this happened to me, I see how I'm running this. I know how to handle that.
He's a generational player.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Corey. I couldn't remember Florida State.
Florida
That's where he
State.
was committed. Thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. But I credit Jacksonville. I give them so much credit for seeing this and going, I'm giving all in, you trade up, and I'm going to let you do what you want to do.
Yep.
You know what? Round of applause for them. Because hats off to them. And another young talent, I'm actually excited to see what he does this year. Justin Jefferson, Justin Fields. Just because though he left the Steelers, he went and re-hooked up with Garrett Wilson, who was his dog at OSU.
Yeah.
And I think the Jets are a younger, better team suited for the play style Justin Fields wants to play.
I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people, bro.
I think Justice Fields might pop out and have that year that he was having in Chicago, but just didn't have the support. Because he had a couple years in Chicago where he was good, but there was no team.
He just couldn't get over the hump. Because
there was no help.
Yeah.
And not saying the Jets have, but they're young and they have talents. Because you have running backs, you have wide receivers, you have a defense. They can get something going better than what Aaron Rodgers was going to do for the Jets.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I like the Justin Fields pickup, and I think Justin Fields could really make a different impact on the Jets. And I love the move because he signed for $40 million. And his new play caller first year, the new play caller is recently a Detroit Lions passing game coordinator, and the new scheme will have a Detroit flavor. So Fields will spend a lot of time with the coaches and his own on his own. So like he's getting a different play style, and it's going to be a passing game coordinator.
Okay.
I love the feel that I'm getting and the vibe I'm getting from Justin Fields right now. I think this could really be a breakout year for
It
him.
could be a standout year for him. I think so.
And now another dude who I think gonna really have a standout year, which he came on strong for Rookie of the Year in the middle of the year. If it was Jaden Daniels didn't have the whole year that he had, if
Okay.
Jaden Daniels would have slipped off one time last year, Bo Nix would have took the Rookie of the Year from him at the end of the year, because my man was balling out.
And I didn't even expect it neither, man.
No, he was written off.
I really didn't
Because
because
the first
I
two
really
games were a
didn't.
struggle, but at the end of the year, he went for 3,775 yards, which
Oh,
is 12th,
wow.
which is 12th in the league. 29 TDs, which I'll zoom in for you, sixth in the league.
Yeah.
And only 12 picks, which was 99th, tied for 99th in the league. And QB rating, that's where you need to be better. 56.8, 18 in the league. You got to do better there. I need to
Yeah.
see your QBR. I need to see that more closer to the 80s, 90s.
I was about to say about 78, 79.
You know,
I mean, for him,
But for a
that'll be a
rookie
good
year-
that'll be a good jump.
for a rookie
For a
year
rookie,
though,
yeah.
in Denver,
Yeah.
that's not bad. I think it
No.
was slept on because it was Denver, but Denver I think they made the playoffs, or they were close to making the playoffs, all because Bo Nix turned the team around.
Yeah.
So he just didn't get enough credit because of what Jaden Daniels was doing for
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah. It's kind of you.
'Cause
That's a shadow you can't block out right there, bro.
But Bo Nix definitely deserves his credit.
Yeah, he did. He did work though.
And just like, I hate to say it, Caleb Williams, he deserves more credit because I definitely wrote him off to be a terrible. You feel me? It was all hype.
No,
For granted, he was 17th in the league with 3,541 passing yards, tied for 15th with 20 TDs. But what I like to see is only 6 picks, tied for 78th. And the QBR, same thing with Bo.
yeah.
But Bo and Caleb didn't have the support that Jaden Daniels had at Washington. But the Bears just went and beefed up their whole offensive line.
Oh.
So this year, they got damn near a new line, a better line coming in for Caleb Williams this year.
Okay.
Better wide receivers who are experienced now after the first year with him. So this could be another breakout year for another quarterback. I'm really liking the QBs this year. This could really be a good year for some young quarterbacks to start taking over, because the gap is there. It's ready to be filled. All the great QBs are old and on their
I was about to
last
say.
leg.
I was about to say. Yeah. It's that weird time where it's the changing the guard is coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the greats, the ones that, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, they're not that they're not good. They're washing out. They're washing out and bringing the better players in and stuff. Like, you have no choice. A lot of teams are restructuring over the quarterback.
You're not wrong, and like you said, this is the passing of the guard. I think now it's time where we're going to see these younger QBs actually step up and start making bigger impacts on the game than what they've been making. I think this is the year it's time for it. And before we get off here, I wanted to pull it up. Indy smacking that ass right now.
What did I say?
92-81, 11 minutes left in the
What did I say? Well,
fourth. Let's
right.
let's go ahead and give them a little box score while we're sitting here. Let's see right now. Malik Bridges has 15, OG has 19, Towns has 13, and Brunson has 15. Look at that. What'd we say? Karl Anthony Towns, you had that phenomenal game 5. Now you're giving me 13 points on 5 of 14 shooting. 0 for 3 from 3.
Do you see what I'm saying?
0 for 3?
Okay, so like I said, your name can't be mentioned before the team's name no more.
It's crazy. And now let's go to Indiana. You got Siakam with 26. Well, that man, Siakam deserves more credit than what he gets.
Yeah,
That means the
yeah,
truth.
it does.
Neesmith has 10. Miles Turner has 9. Nimhard has 7. Halliburton has 10 with 9 assists on 4 4 for 11 from shooting. Toppin gives you 10.
Oh yeah, he's going to get that. He's going to have to get that streakiness.
And that,
out of there.
Halliburton gonna have to figure that out if he want to win the finals. He's going
to wake up, man.
But also, you got their center Bryant giving them 11 points. Their backup center, who really doesn't even get to play that much.
Yeah, you got 10 coming off the bench too.
You've with Toppin, like I said, this Indiana is showing you how to get it. And look at that, Nembhard has 8 assists. So you got a point guard with 9 assists and another shooting guard with 8 assists.
They're sharing the ball too.
That's a recipe for success, and that's why I wanted to pull it up before we left, because
I knew it, man.
I had a feeling that game was.
I told you, I'm like, I don't. It's. I'm not saying about the 3-1 thing because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Cavs fan and they did it once before too, but the way that it's been playing, I could tell, bro. Like, Indiana has that energy, that step on the court with them, bro.
They're playing like they know they've been underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated but called overrated.
Bro, I think they playing for Reggie, homie.
And that's another thing. They have the stars and the city and everybody behind them right now. Yes. They are riding a different type of high.
Yeah, because Knicks fans are talking shit about the Knicks.
You don't see a single Indy they lost They lost 2 games and they did not care. No, they were not kicking themselves. They were not upset because they're just built right.
Exactly.
And I had to bring that up before we left. Is there anything you think we missed on any of the sports? Anything you like to add, Big Dog?
I'm gonna say it like this. In every sport that we talked about, hey, if you're a star, be a star. I'm getting tired of excuses because, you know, it's about this, it's about that. It's either put the ball in the bucket, catch that out, score that touchdown, or just be quiet, man. I want to see my stars playing. That's why I told you I'm enjoying about the NBA right now. Like, I grew up to where it was dynasties. This team was good for 5 years. This team was good for 4 years.
You're starting to see dynasties come back.
I like to see that now. Everybody has a chance and everybody's playing, bro.
Everybody has a star player that can go out and dominate.
Exactly.
And now
they're
starting to build around the whole. They got away from the whole star.
And supporting stars.
Whatever WabTech baseball squad got me on the team is winning. That's all I gotta say, Corey.
We gonna get busy anyway, man. You already know what it is, man.
All I gotta say, they put us 3 on the squad. It's OV.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man.
I'm hitting the home run this year. I'm putting it out.
Oh, I'm hitting the infield home run too, bro. I'm bringing the wheels. I'm bringing the wheels, bro.
But back to what I was saying. Know what I'm liking in the NBA is the fact that everybody saw, like you said, the past, how there's dynasties. And then you saw how Golden State went on that run, and it was all built on, we're not going to go out and get the best player. We're going to build around this one player, but we're going to add the right pieces and do it the right way.
Exactly.
And you saw the dynasty still doing good.
Exactly.
And now every team looks like they're taking a script from that now.
Yep.
And, all right, maybe we don't need to go do like the Suns did and have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, because what that get them? An early exit.
Yeah.
Let's build these young talents. Let's build in the draft. Let's build in free agency.
I want to say one thing before we get off, but everybody going to cuss me out about it, bro. I'm starting to get overrated vibes from Durant, bro. What's going on, man?
I think it's time. It's time. He's too many injuries, too many team chasing, bouncing around from team to team.
Yeah.
It's time.
I love Durant. I love his game.
One of the greatest scorers to do it. Lethal.
Yes, yeah, but I think it's just to the point now. I'm just like, maybe it's time to be like, not the number one of the team, or try to be like maybe you have a number one and you be the backer because you still who you are. You know what I'm saying? So it can go back and forth, but he needs another star other than him now.
Yes, and that's why I can agree with that. That's not a. If they want to cuss you out about that, they can cuss me out about that too, because I definitely agree with that one. And all I gotta say too is remember to like and share the pod. We appreciate all the love and support we've been getting. Appreciate you guys for tapping in on this pod. You know, it had to come out with the guests. And as you see, I told you guys, if you want to be on the pod, you know your sports, hit me up. You can be on the pod. You just gotta know your sports. And as you see, Herb came on, he held it down. That's all we ask. I I want this to be an open invitation. You want to be on the pod? Message me. We can talk about it. We can figure it out. There are multiple ways you can join the pod. We just set up the Zoom access, so we now will start video calling here soon. So you start seeing Kai as a actual video of Kai, actual video of Big Bro, and everything. So there's multiple ways. This is nothing but love and support here. We're just trying to grow our own little thing, you know?
Nah, for real. Nah, I appreciate you having me, bro. Hey, this was really lit, bro. It was fun though, for real, for real.
You feel me? And just, hey, as I always say, the stats don't lie, and we out.